How's it going, everybody? My name is Kevin, and welcome to Mass Effect Prime, a YouTube channel dedicated to everything Mass Effect related. On this channel, we're going to cover everything revolving around news, gameplay, trailers, information, tips, tricks, anything Mass Effect related you can find on this channel right here. So, for the first video on this channel, I want to talk about my experience with Mass Effect, and I also want to know your experience with Mass Effect as well. What was the first time you played the game? What brought you to playing the game as well? You know, leave it in the comment section down below. I do read all the comments and try to reply to most of them as well. I want to hear what your guys' story is when it comes to playing Mass Effect, because I'm sure we all have our own unique experiences. So how did I come across Mass Effect, and how did I just come to love this series? Well, it came back right around about 2007, I want to believe. Maybe even 2008, something like that. I was a long time Halo player, like nothing but Halo pretty much, from like 2001 to like 2007 or something like that. And I played the campaigns a bunch, and I played a bunch of multiplayer. But I moved into a new apartment in college, and the internet service that they had the only internet service they had to provide there was absolutely awful. I mean, terrible. Like back in that day, it took about 30 minutes to load a 10-minute YouTube video at like 480p, 720p back in the day. Like, that was really bad. Like, you couldn't play online, multiplayer experience. I think I tried signing on to multiplayer, and it was just like, no, you can't do it. Your internet's too terrible. So I'm like, well, crap. I still want to play video games, but I can't really play Halo because the multiplayer is just not available to me, and I've played the campaigns a bunch of times. So where am I going to go? I went online to check out IGN. Yes, back then I was still following IGN. And I was looking for a good game. What's a good game that's really long, has a good depth to it, plays a good story, and like looks pretty fun. And just seeing a few kind of games, looked up like different kind of RPGs, and I came across Mass Effect. Found out that it was the same people who made Mass Effect for the people who made Knights of the Old Republic, which is a game I freaking love. And apparently they're making like a remastered, so I'm super excited about that. But finding out the same people who made Knights of the Republic also made this new game called Mass Effect. And when I saw the graphics of the game, back then, the graphics of Mass Effect 1 were pretty damn awesome. And I was just floored by how amazing the game looked. And then finding out that it was really in-depth dialogue, a lot of your decisions really mattered, and just the characters that you play as and played with were just so well done that I had to play. I think IGN gave it like a 9.6 or something like that. Probably saying something about the combat not being great in Mass Effect 1, which it wasn't the best, but it certainly was enjoyable to play. Like, people really gave a lot of complaints about Mass Effect 1's combat. I really didn't find it that bad, really. I thought it was pretty cool, and I didn't really find much in the way of being like a hindrance, the gameplay mechanics being a hindrance to the gameplay, the game experience as a whole. And so I went out, I got Mass Effect. I think it came out in 2006, so I was playing about like a year later, kind of like that, and absolutely loved the game. Like, once I got past like that initial setup of like, you becoming a Spectre and all that stuff in Mass Effect 1, you had that intro cutscene of you like flying past the planets, and then it was just like kind of like creating this awe and this like this sense of adventure and purpose really when playing this game. That once I got past, hit that Sharon Mass Effect Relay, now you set you off on the mission, like go out and save the day pretty much, and after that I was pretty much hooked to playing Mass Effect. I couldn't get enough of it. I probably played Mass Effect 1 through, must have been at least 4 or 5 times maybe. Mass Effect 2, probably about the same. Sadly enough, Mass Effect 3, I only played it once through. I'm playing through it again, just because I want to get back into the feel of Mass Effect. Really just because of that ending of Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 3, that ending really kind of ruined the whole experience of the game. I thought Mass Effect 3 was probably the best Mass Effect I played, right into the last 10 minutes. That's a whole nother video I can make if you guys want to know my full thoughts about the ending of Mass Effect 3. But you know, played just Mass Effect 1, man, it's still one of my all-time favorite games. I cannot get enough of that game. Like whenever there's a game, I'm like, man, I just want to go back and play like a really good story. I always end up just going back to Mass Effect 1. It's just such a good story. It's such a great gaming experience that it's really unmatched, in my opinion. One of my all-time favorites, and always have a special place in my heart. Funny thing about when I was first playing Mass Effect 1, it was during the winter, I believe, of 2007, maybe even 2008 even. And I was out in college in a town that's it's kind of like in the middle of nowhere, pretty much, out on farmland and stuff like that. And the winter comes around, a lot of snow hits around the area quite a bit. It doesn't go anywhere until about May. And I remember when I was playing Mass Effect, I was on the planet of Novaria for the first time. And then, like, you know, Novaria's very, you know, snowy, blustery, ice everywhere kind of stuff, very kind of stormy kind of weather there. And then I remember looking outside my window, and the same exact weather experience in the game was happening outside. I think we had about 3 feet of snowfall within like 2 days or something ridiculous like that. It shut down the school for the first time in like 30 some odd years because there was so much snow. That's just kind of one of the moments while playing Mass Effect that always kind of stuck with me. Nothing really is like necessarily gameplay wise, but just the experience playing the game was something I always thought was so funny that kind of stuck with me. So like, I don't know if you guys have anything, you know, leave in the comment section down below if you have any kind of similar experience while playing Mass Effect. You were just like, even in the game or outside the game, that really kind of stuck with you. Yeah, but the thing I love the most about Mass Effect 1, at least, was the story. The story is one of the best stories I've ever played in a game. And pretty much, like, I feel like almost like the Mass Effect franchise has almost been kind of riding off of that success of the story of 1, because 1 has just such... It could be just because it was introducing a whole new world. You can really kind of go wherever you want with that kind of game. And I feel like 2 and 3 were kind of just like continuations of what happened in 1, pretty much. You know, you first get added into the Spectres. You get to learn all about that kind of stuff. And then the Reapers, you're like, what the heck are these things? And then that big twist in the story as well. I'm not going to spoil it. But also like some of the really important decisions you have to make between squad mates, and just really like life and death kind of decisions you have to make in the game that really affect, you know, who is in the next game, who is in the game after that. Like, you know, going Renegade, going Paragon, kind of stuff like that. Just and the way the characters interact with you and how the game plays out, just based on your decisions alone, is something that, you know, that's been done before Mass Effect, but I really feel like it was really streamlined and played really well. For me, the first time I played it was with Mass Effect 1. And also, every character in the Mass Effect series is so fleshed out, such a great backstory to all of them. You get to care about every single character that's in these games. The story and depth of everything is just so immense, so great. They can really tell that developers really took a lot of time to make sure that these characters and these events really mean something. Especially with the most recent game releases being really, really thin on story and lore and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's why I'm really holding out for Mass Effect Andromeda to be really something special and go back to like really good storytelling with video games. So that's why I'm making this channel now. I am really excited for Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm gonna play the hell out of that game. It looks amazing. Visually is freaking, it's jaw-dropping how amazing those graphics looks in those trailers if they actually stand up. And you know, actually what we get on release of the game. Talking to you, Ubisoft. Yeah, please leave a comment down below what your story is with the Mass Effect franchise. How did you come across the game? What was your first Mass Effect that you played? And, you know, which one's your favorite Mass Effect? Yeah, I want to get kind of a gauge from the community and really kind of see what you guys have to say. So if you guys enjoy these kind of videos or want to see more content on this channel, please make sure to tap that like button. Let me know you want to see more content like this. Like I said, leave a comment down below what we talked about in the video. And if you want to see more from this channel, please make sure to tap that subscribe button, because we're going to be uploading a lot of Mass Effect on this channel. So Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.